This is it. The season finale of Castlevania Nocturne. You ready for it?
I'm nervous.
Are you ready for it? Because it's about to happen, people.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 8. Let's do it. Ooh, no cold opening. Just dive right into the titles and let's get to it. Goddess Drolta. I've killed Onion Butthead. Oh, yes! Awesome. That might be your best moment.
Okay, then. Jesus. Yeah, that's the right facial reaction.
Ooh, Alucard.
Oh.
Like the blood rage. He was holding back before.
This vessel is weaker than ever, but I must retrieve my souls from this new obscenity.
Where is Annette? Can you send her back?
She is an interloper in a place where she does not belong, but so am I.
Oh, shit. Oh!
He did like a volleyball move.
I
with
know!
That. Also, has he been hitting the gym? Like, his arms were just more jacked than I ever remember them being.
Everyone gets jacked for the final episode.
Alucard and Belmont again.
Let's get to business.
Ooh, got a piece of her. Ooh.
Yeah!
Oh! Slick move.
Right? The timing, patience.
The courage? That's a cool shot.
Oh, frozen.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate now.
Ooh, broke your little spell. Come to reclaim my other half.
I am
Rather two.
Sediment, guardian of the dawn.
Go to her knees.
Did this for you. All of this. I did it for you.
He did it for you.
So that you could live again. I thought it was what you wanted.
You were wrong.
It is time to balance the scales. I thought it was what you wanted.
You were wrong. We all make mistakes. You just made a big one.
Oh my god. Oh, Richter.
You're killing Annette! I don't care if we live in eternal fucking darkness. Leave her alone. Leave Annette alone.
Richter, my friend, you know that's not what you'd want.
It's like he was talking to his dad there.
I mean, she didn't burn up.
Well, she's just bleeding out of her eyes and mouth.
That can be fixed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If I was Alucard, I'd be over there stabbing Batfire Babe a few
Right.
times just for good measure.
You're so strong. From the moment I first saw you, I knew you were strong.
Richter.
You saved my life from a night creature. I was a dead man and you killed me.
Richter!
Maria called me an ungrateful wanker, and as usual, she was right. I was embarrassed. What an idiot. But now, I can't imagine the world without you, Annette. Any of it. Please.
Mom? Yeah. One last hug before she helps you cross. There you go.
You smell of burning.
That's you.
That would be you.
Oh. See, you should have been stabbing her.
Yeah. Excuse me, I've got something to take care of.
This bitch has gotta die.
Oh, Richter agrees.
Ooh, the eyes.
Yep. Badass pose. I'm literally going to break you.
Shatter her. Oh, it's nothing.
Just takes it. Oh, shit. Yes, all rocks. Take it. Didn't think that sword could get cooler. Right down the middle. The Belmont crest. Oh. Yeah, like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Yeah, I'm so waiting for the split.
He split a freaking building!
Oh my god.
There we go. Sup?
Better late than never.
I will kill you, Olrox,
Just not now.
but not today.
You guys slept through it? That was awesome.
If they slept through it as much as they were knocked out unconscious.
Yeah, but see, like, seriously, like, how pissed would you be if, like, you had missed all that?
Take it for granted until it's gone.
So, where were you when I was young? My father and my grandfather would go on and on about Alucard like you were some sort of favorite uncle. But I only met you once for about 3 days when I was 14.
I was traveling a lot. At that time, it would have been mainly Japan, India. The world was changing in so many ways. And I was tired of Belmont's.
Fair.
Especially tired of Belmont's dying. I'm sorry I wasn't there to bring you toys and teach you how to fish.
Belmonts don't really bother with childhood.
You should take care of those burns. Don't let them fester.
What are you going to do now?
Go home. There's a struggle for freedom yet to be won.
Oh,
Come with.
You could come with me.
I mean, like, you heard what he said about you and losing you, right? So,
Yeah.
like, could meet him somewhere in the ballpark of halfway.
You guess you could tag along if you want.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, girl, did you hear how he was speaking about you? Come on.
it feels good to see a sunset where you don't have to worry what might be waiting in the dark.
My mother, maybe.
Yeah.
You saw her then?
We still need to. One last
She
time.
said she had to find herself. I'm staying here in Paris. There's work to do. More battles to fight. A world to win. Will you join us?
I'm going to go with Annette. Well to win there too, except, you know, the new one.
Yes, I see that. It's all right. We'll see each other again.
We did what we came to do, didn't we?
It is time to go home.
Is there still a place for me in Saint-Domingue?
Of course.
I am a creature of nightmares.
Not there, Edouard. Everyone will see how beautiful you are, including your bass player. There'll always be a place for you, Edouard. Saint-Domingue will be empty without you.
You've seen the devil then, waiting for me.
Not the devil, no. And I think he was waiting for someone else.
An eternity of torment.
Not for you.
I'm afraid, Ulrux.
There's no need to be afraid, my love.
No.
The devil is easy to cheat.
Don't.
You must be happy you got your magic back.
I am happy. I feel young.
Though, to be honest, you don't really look it. I'm sorry we annoyed you so much.
Forgotten what it's like. All your lives are very short. Richter Belmont. Seize the day.
Yes, right. Seize the day.
He's got a point, you cheeky bugger. Don't waste a moment of your life.
So like everybody's dressed up, and then there's Richter.
Yep. I mean, he's always going sleeveless.
Well, he probably can't fit his arms
Let's
into
say if
anything.
he had those guns.
Like a torn shirt, open.
Yep. I mean, he's not just doing this for himself, he's doing it for everybody. Appreciate sculpted body that is Richter.
Good to hear the people of Paris enjoying themselves. I suspect they have long years of war ahead.
At least it's just the old regimes now, not the forces of actual evil.
And I suppose you're committed to fighting till the bitter end? Well, I suppose I'll be here to help.
What about you?
I've been alone for many years.
But
But last night, I saw people who have found something new and precious and maybe world-changing. They are not prepared to surrender it. They would rather die. I think I might like to see how that goes.
I think the battle would wrap so soon that we'd get like all this nice little send-off for everybody.
Is she cuddling a leaf?
Yeah, it's her baby. Don't judge. I'll name it Leif.
It's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's not polite to stare.
Like seriously, he has definitely been hitting the gym since like the first few episodes. It's aloe for his burns. That's what she got.
Thank you for guiding me home.
My job was to make sure you got back. Did you see your mother?
She told me she was always here. She is always here still.
Just like your mom is.
Wherever I go, I'm surrounded by love, protected by it.
I should find that comforting, I suppose. But for some reason I don't. I don't really want all my ancestors hanging around watching me. Not even my mother. Probably sometimes especially not my mother.
This is one of those times.
What's the matter? Never kissed a girl before?
Of course I have. I mean, not lots of girls or anything. A few.
A normal amount.
No, good. Nor do you. Not that you'd be a choir boy, obviously.
Dude, just flex.
Talking.
Here comes the song. And montage. Ooh. Now we screw like vampires.
Marcus butt.
Butt. Marcus Vampire Butt. Or Vampire Marcus Butt.
Is vampire butt better than normal butt? Okay.
So weird.
I heard someone say they're executing people who fought alongside the vampires.
They deserve to die.
A little bit worried about her Alucard.
Yeah, there's still darkness in her.
Yeah.
There's mommy.
She's enjoying the show. Oh,
That's
no.
creepy smile.
No,
Nice.
no.
Set up a villain for next season, maybe? Very satisfying final fight. Especially Richter just looking so badass, so damn cool. And it's like the sword that I said, like, I didn't think it could get cooler, but it did. And it got bigger, more badass, and just sliced right through her.
I love the shot and the whole sequence of Alucard and Richter fighting together against her. Just seeing Alucard and Belmont shoulder to shoulder in combat again was just nostalgia. Made my heart happy. I'm upset that Alucard was kind of bested again by her because I'm like, I do not like this chick. So the fact that she kind of bests him again and stabs him was very upsetting. But without it, we wouldn't have gotten Richter and
Richter
like,
needs the final shot, yeah.
his incredible badassery. So yeah, it ultimately was very satisfying.
Yeah, they left themselves open for a season 3 for like Richter going after Olrox. Because he said, it's like, okay, I am going to kill you, but not today. It's because, hey, today we were on the same side, and you get a reprieve, but I'm coming for you. I'm surprised that Olrox. Well, I'm not surprised that Olrox turned to Marcus. I'm surprised Marcus allowed himself to, but at the same time, they did a good job of like justifying it. One, I mean, when you're that close to death, I think it's very natural to be scared of what's coming and of just dying itself. And he was very scared of the fact that he was going to hell. And, that's not it's a very scary proposition. So I can see why he didn't fight Olrox at all to be turned into a vampire.
Yeah, that was interesting because I think because he came from a religion of all the fire and brimstone and hell and damnation, you understand his fear. At the same time, doesn't becoming a vampire guarantee that ultimate outcome?
Yeah.
Whereas like right now, maybe not become a vampire and definitely yes. So I don't know if he's a gambling man. I don't know that he really gambled well in that moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's just scared, and you make the choice because you don't want to die and you want to keep on living. And so, if you think as a vampire, you live forever and you'll just never go to hell. As long as you can avoid, the Belmonts and vampire hunters.
I have a feeling that's if Richter is going to go after Olrox, then obviously he's going to have to get through Marcus, and that's just going to reignite everything. Yep,
pretty much. So I like the romantic relationships in Castlevania Nocturne have never been a huge selling point for me. It's not something that like I've really like thoroughly enjoyed or whatever. Like, or I've never been pulling for any couple. But I will say that it did impact me. Like Richter's moment, him hugging her and holding on, and then Annette fighting to get to Richter. I was like, man, for how little I cared up to this point, like it's delivering in this moment at least. So the payoff was great.
As you say that, I was thinking like I wasn't super into any couple either, and really Richter's speech is kind of one that's very par for the course in this kind of a moment.
Yeah.
That's sort of like, I don't care if the world is covered in darkness, like I will go to the ends of the earth for her, and I don't know, there's something very standard about it, and yet the way they portrayed it was so exceptional in some way, and I couldn't tell you how, because like even what he says, I'm like, that's not exceptional. We see other movies where it's like, I'll do anything for her, or like, blah, I'm gonna run into battle or whatnot. So I don't know what it was about it, but just the way they shot it, the way that he delivered it, the actor for the voice lines, it hit in a kind of unexpectedly deep way.
Because he was showing strong vulnerability. He was showing both strength and vulnerability. In that moment, like, one, I mean, he's just strong in general, but like, so he's wrapped around her, like in the back, like hugging her, like in a very like vulnerable position, like a child, like, holding on to their parent or whatever. And, but like, he's got like the ice hands, and he's trying whatever he can to do to hold on to her and to not let her go and to like save her just by his like sheer willpower and strength. But then what he's saying right there is like basically like, I can't live without you, and I don't want to live in a world without you, which is, extremely vulnerable. So I think that's like, I think it was the way it was shot, and the position that he was in was all done very well. Something that's Castlevania, I think, is a series dating back to the first series, not just Castlevania Nocturne, but the original Castlevania. Like, the cinematography in it has always been great.
Yeah, I mean, I admit, like, Trevor Belmont was always like the sort of like grizzly, sarcastic one was the one where I'm like, I definitely see where Sypha is falling for him. Never really saw that with Richter. He always kind of seemed like a kid to me until this episode. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can make me fall in love with you just a little bit. So I can see it for sure.
Yeah, and I like that, that moment with Alucard putting out his hand on his back and saying to something that people need to say to like and it's not that it hasn't happened before, but like when people go down that villain path, that's wise, because they will do anything and they will sacrifice and make the world burn to save the person that they love, which we're like, the romantic in us is like, oh, well, who wouldn't do that? But then there is that other side of it saying like, this is not what she or he or they whatever would want. He was speaking from experience, like, thinking about his mom and his dad and what all went down with that. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's seen that play over a bunch of times. And also his line about, sick of Belmonts, haha, funny. And then twisting the knife of, and sick of them, seeing them die.
Yeah, I liked that moment a lot where Just was saying like, if my family meant so much to you and if they never shut up about you, how come I didn't see more of you? And then when he says, tired of that, you're like, oh, like your grandfather had gotten old. Your dad was having a kid of his own. Like he was getting, Alucard doesn't want to see you all die.
Yeah.
It's the curse of living forever. Everybody you love is then going to die.
Yeah, which, makes sense about why you'd want to, be alone. But then Alucard saw, okay, but you get to see all the newness of it all. Like you can see more people fight for the ones that they love and to sacrifice everything they can for that person. And so there's like, it's just one of those things where, yeah, death sucks. We're all going to die, and it sucks losing people that we love. But it doesn't mean that, you just don't put yourself out there and you close yourself off and you shut yourself out to new experiences, to meeting new people, to falling in love again. Alucard was dropping a lot of wisdom in this episode.
I also loved Alucard's look at Maria.
Yeah.
I mean, because, we talked about, are they setting up a possible next season with
the mom,
Ulrox and Richter, but then the mom and like the freaky death spirit behind her that's smiling like the Joker.
Yeah.
Very unsettling. But I saw not just the potential in them, but the potential in Maria too. Like I love her passion for her beliefs and her ideals. I love her courage. If revolution is what it is going to take for people to be free, her willingness to go down that path. However, she got a little bit of bloodthirstiness that concerns Alucard and it concerns me. And so I liked his sort of like side eye to her, like, I don't know, she maybe's going a bit too far towards a fanatical idea of revolution and idealism versus like a saying, hey, people need to be free. And if it requires some of this, then so be it. But ideally, we don't want any of that.
So, top 5 characters?
Alucard.
Okay. Yeah.
Richter's
arms.
Yeah. Their own separate category.
Richter's gym routine. Yeah.
Batfire Babe, because like just the richness of backstory.
Yeah.
The path that she went down, which like, because they give the backstory, you see sort of why and where she went wrong and then how deep she took that path. And and for how much I was like, this bitch needs to die at the end. Like, provoking a strong response, Batfire Babe. Onion Butthead.
Nice.
For
Urzabet.
presentation.
Yeah.
Batfire Babe didn't have the presentation that Urzabet did, even when she got the Sekhmet powers and everything. Like, it's still like, Urzabet was the ultimate showman. So she gets a mention as well.
Yeah.
So I'm at 4 now, right?
Yeah, 4, yeah.
I think I got to give it to Annette.
Okay.
Dealing with some pretty scary things with spirits kind of coming out of the woodwork to try and connect with her when she didn't know why. Or like she was dealing with some scary stuff there. Everything she went through with Edouard, which was not, like, part of me was wondering if Edouard gets a special mention, but I was like, I don't feel like the night creatures got there enough.
Yeah.
But I feel like by extension, like Annette has an extension to Edouard, so like her being in the top 5 kind of brings him closer to the fold. And for invoking a goddess and go into like the afterlife or the beyond or whatever. I mean, she did a lot this season, and she played it pretty cool at the end. Like, I'm gonna fight for some freedom, and like if you want to come, it's fine. So I gotta give it to her for that.
So that would be your 5 for this season, but what about overall? Would those still be your same 5? Think about that. I'm gonna tell you my top 5.
Okay.
So Alucard, Richter, and then Drolta. Yeah, for sure. Those 3 for everything that you said. 4th, I'm gonna give it to Maria for this season.
Okay.
I really liked her dark journey. Yeah. I mean, she was probably in one of my favorite episodes of this. She was the focus of it. Her killing her dad, Abbott, just that, the way it was illustrated and the animation in it was amazing. And it was a character that I didn't necessarily care that much about in season 1, but then in season 2, when that happened to her, I was enthralled and hooked. And then, to see her, what dark things she can summon, and then what happens when she purifies it and summons it from the light place. So I really liked her this season. And then 5th for this season would probably be Annette for pretty much everything that you listed. And also to have that whole romance at the end, even though I wasn't feeling it for most of the series, that payoff at the end there. And that was a big part of that as well, just as much as Richter. I had to like both of them in order for them to pull it out, and I thought that was really well done. But it was overall, I'd give it to Ulrax. He just took a backseat a little bit this season, and there was a little bit of a wishy-washiness that we were kind of pissed about. But he came through in the end, and he had some of my favorite moments, especially at the end there when he's just blasting the lightning right at Drolta. At a Batfire Babe. So for that reason, and wanting to see more, the fact that we wanted more of him, and we wanted he was such an enjoyable character, I'd have to put him in my top 5 overall, and he would take probably Annette's place, and Maria would stay in the top 5 just because I liked her so. I mean, she was cool enough in season 1, and a big part enough in season 1, but I liked her so much in season 2 that she would stay there for the whole.
I think the thing that I would change is, and it came into my head before you started listing yours off, but Ulrax would have been the one that I would have replaced Annette with Ulrax for my overall. Yeah,
and Erzsébet is right there for the same reasons you listed. She was just such a commanding presence that she was fun for that. Yeah, but she didn't have Drolta's depth.
Yeah.
And a lot of it had to do with the fact that we got Drolta's backstory.
Yeah, we didn't really get too much of a backstory on Erzsébet. There was the sort of the one shot or the one sequence between her and Drolta that was a flashback to Drolta essentially hand picking her as a villain among people, and you're a horrible person, so you're gonna be great for this. Intrigued me a bit. I'm ooh, if I wanted I don't know, a horror story of a medieval woman in power, it feels like she might be the ticket, but we didn't get a lot of it. So there's not much to dive into.
Yeah. So thanks so much for watching our reactions for Castlevania Nocturne. Hopefully there's a season 3 coming, and we'll be back for that. And our next series we're checking out on this channel, taking Castlevania Nocturne spot, is going to be Invincible. So make sure you can go ahead and hit the little join button down below. You get a month ahead, and you can start seeing those episodes right now. And you can see our full watch-along reactions over on Patreon. Thanks so much for watching our reaction for Castlevania Nocturne, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.